Yes. My name is Leon Andrew. I live in Norman Wells, but I was born and raised in Toledo. And I'm a Toledo Land Corp beneficiary, also Toledo Dena Band member. And I've been working for Sinagidi as a research director related to wildlife, land, and water. What concerns me about the land is contaminant issues that occur or may occur if there is such a development or anything that causes those potential to occur. We work with researchers to identify some of those issues if it does occur. So that's what I do mostly. SRB in translation, they have called it Esogotine Sinagiti. So that's the title we use for the RRC, or SRB helping the RRC. So that's what that translation is, Esogotine Sinagiti. So, and the SRB has their own board members, and they have staff, and the research and chair of the forum. It'd be something that I do for them in those areas, the forum and the research director.
My name is Jess Duncan. I'm the project coordinator for the Petroleum Histories project. The purpose of this project is to document the history and impacts of the oil industry at Fegotli, or Norman Wells. This knowledge will support Satu Dene and Métis participation in closure and reclamation of the Norman Wells oil fields. It will also strengthen present and future Indigenous roles in monitoring, stewardship, and decision-making.
Petroleum History project, it's very important for us as a Satu region, not only us, in the Blue Tea as a whole, because of the river system that carry potential contaminants towards the people that we know that depend on the Great River for fishing and harvesting, etc. So documentation of a project like Norman Wells is very important, in my view, because the world doesn't stop here. There's surely be another occurrence, another production or development in different form that may occur in the future. And our people, particularly, I'm thinking about Toledo district. We need to track those movements so we can get some detailed information as it happens. So so people can have a better understanding of the potential for hazards and get left behind. Because water is the main thing for us. Petroleum History Project is very unique in it. It can speak for itself, tell people what it is. People depend on the field for whatever machinery is being designed for. Without that, it's kind of hard to get around, but we still need to know what are the hazards to human health. People have to be healthy. Like I said, the world's not stopping here. People got to continue living, and if they're not healthy, it's not good. We met in March of last winter in Norman Wells, and the RRC requested that we should be visiting some of the community, or most of the community, and talk about what our findings are within Norman Wells petroleum history. So we've been talking about that. So now things coming together. So I think that's going to occur. So we'll be prepared to do that. It'll be good for our community members to hear what our findings are, and maybe we'll get some more feedback, and we'll have a better story at the end of the day. We can either do the meeting in community or do workshop. I think it'd be good so people can have their input into true questionnaire if they want to do that. It'd be great so we can have better story to be documented about petroleum history. And the other one is it could be done either by video or paper questionnaire, stuff like that. And I believe Petroleum History Group will probably design some consent form and stuff like that. So with your permission only. And we hope to do a little bit of recording too, either by just video, blank video, just voice recording or face recording. You know, I think that'd be good. It's for the record, for the people of our Satu region or people outside of it that may use this information. I think it's good, and it will be good, I think. Like I said, it's important that people have a say what they thought that the history meant to them. People need to, there's a lot of new people too. The old timer like me is still around, but not that many. But to capture the story about Norman Wells, the community input is very, very important. I'm sure some people have still remembered the time that the refinery began, oil production in Norman Wells. There's still people out there that know what happened or how it occurred and where it went and how it was being managed and so on. I guess management about the waste contaminant issues still remain at large out there that need to be answered. You go back to the health issue. So I think it's important that the community member come and have their say. Like I say, the world's not stopping here. You know, you got to continue our livelihood. And we have a lot of young people that need to know the history of this area we're talking about. So I think it's good if people have their say. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not our language, it's not our story. It's about industry not telling their story about how production, stuff like that, affects people's life. But as of today, I don't think they haven't been open about the dangers of hazard waste. So I think community members stepping up to the plate is very important. At least that's the way I feel, and I feel confident about this, that something good will come out of it. We don't say anything, then nothing comes out. So this is something that need to happen, I believe. It's good for all of us, up and down Mackenzie River, people along Northwest Territory, even the provinces. You know, more and more of the water is getting a little bit scarce too. Why the temperature, you know? Even last month, in 9 days, I can see water drop about a foot. That's pretty wild. I say this in a good way because it's not rainwater that drains, it's the river water that's already there. Because rainwater, the water comes up and then goes back down to the level form. I don't know exactly the proper word for that, but this is not rainwater, you know. So it shouldn't go down that fast, slowly but surely. But in 9 days drop, it's out of the question in my mind. I've never seen that. So something to think about.